Welcome to Sports Express. Brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, and Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig Insurance.
All aboard the Express. Our stops tonight include the Adirondack Bank Center, where Utica City FC was at home looking for a big win against rival Baltimore.
Plus, the playoffs are here in girls volleyball. One of the powers in Section 3 Class A held serve on its home court in the quarterfinals against Camden.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Express. Now, in just 5 days' time, the best and brightest players in the Major Arena Soccer League will converge here in Utica for the MASL All-Star Game. But before we get there, the host Utica City FC had some business to take care of with a big-time test.
Yeah, that's right, Spencer. UCFC comes home after winning 2 straight down in the Lone Star State over the weekend. They've won 3 of their last 4, and they're 6-4-1 this year. They look to close out the first half of the season strong against their kryptonite in the 10-1 Baltimore Blast.
Yeah, that's an understatement. It's UCFC after dark, folks, and Taylor Swift night at the Adirondack Bank Center. The Eras game. The Utica City dancers dazzling with some Swiftie-inspired performances. There was a friendship bracelet-making station, a Taylor Swift-themed photo booth, and all fans in attendance were entered to win a Taylor Swift autographed album. Make no mistake, though, no love story between these rivals. 6th place Utica with a blank space in the win column in 3 previous tries against the 2nd place Blast. Utica looking to season that bad blood. They came out firing early, but Julian Rodriguez making sparks fly. What an acrobatic save on the tail end of a flurry. A bunch of stops there to keep it scoreless. Other end, Utica playing good defense so far, but late in the first, Blast break through. Wellington Bremuse with the patience off the end boards and puts Baltimore on top with their first shot of the contest with just under 5 minutes to play in the first. But Utica was fearless in this one. To the second, they shake it off. Vinny Dantas inside, feeds Mershad Amadi, and he fires it just inside the post to finally solve Rodriguez as Utica ties the game up at 1 apiece. City not out of the woods yet, though, but Keaton Woods certainly helps the case. About 90 seconds later, off the Kelvin Oliveira shot, Woods crashing the net, puts home the rebound, and UCFC takes a 2-1 lead. The Utica fans getting loud from there and telling Baltimore, welcome to New York. 2 minutes after that, the surge continues. It's Sergio Jr. Pinal with the sidewinder. Pretty stuff there off the assist from Emmanuel Belliard. UCFC led 3-1 at halftime and go on to get something better than revenge, folks. A big 8-3 win heading into the All-Star break. Their first against Baltimore this year. And long live the Blast's winning streak, which ends tonight at 9.
I think Travis Kelce was at that one. With UCFC at home, the Utica Comets were on the road taking on the Syracuse Crunch to get their second half of the season underway tonight, looking to stay hot. Each team has won 3 of the first 6 meetings. Comets trailing by 1 in the first on the power play. Austin Strand feeds Adam Beckman, who fired the rocket top of the circle to the back of the net to tie things up back at 1 apiece. Final minute of the second, Comets again down 1, but battling back. Brian Hallen in with the takeaway, says thank you very much. Takes advantage, goes 5-hole. We're back even at 2. In the third period, Utica breaks out and has a 2-on-1. Xavier Perrant going to take it himself. Good idea. What a rip as he gives the Comets its first lead of the game. Ryan Schmelzer would ice it with the empty netter in the final minute. Comets win 4-2. They pull within just 9 points of Syracuse for the 5th and final playoff spot in the North Division.
That is big, folks. Meanwhile, happening right next door to the Odd, the Utica University Nexus Center, big women's ice hockey battle between nationally ranked number 13 Pioneers and number 15 Nazareth. Rematch of the previous 2 UCHC championships, both won by the Golden Flyers, but Utica strikes first in this one. Allie Nolan with the takeaway at the side of the net, stuffs it home to give the Pioneers the early lead. Soon after, though, Naz on the power play, Julia Holmes from the point absolutely wires this one top shelf. What a rip as we're knotted back up at 1. Then the goalies go to work. New Hartford native Riley Calhoun with a big chance here, but somehow Hoff McKinley gets over to keep this one out at the doorstep. Other end, Angela Hawthorne very strong for Utica as usual. 2-1 in the third now. Utica leading, trying to hang on. Final seconds, Flyers throwing everything they can at the net, but Hawthorne says not today, folks. Weathers the flurry, and that'll do it. Utica takes the lead, hangs on from there. Hawthorne 31 stops in this one, and the Pioneers hang on for a big 2-1 win.
We're taking you from the ice over to the hardwood. Section A playoffs, Class A, I should say, Section 3. 2-seed RFA playing host to 7-seed Camden. First set, Black Knights up big And they have the Blue Devils reeling here. Camden's going to try pushing this one back over the net, but Miley Magnanti puts a stop to that. RFA up 22-7 in the first. Set point now. RFA sets things up for Callie Fountain, and the senior helps secure the opening set for the Black Knights, 25-9. Second set action now. The setup is going to come here for one Sophia Spada, who hammers it down for the point. RFA up 10-6 in the second. Camden trying to get back in it, though. Haley Gladel up to the net, sends it through two defenders and out of the reach for the Blue Devils point, but the Black Knights get on a hot streak. Set point again. Jenna Presky puts it just over the outstretched arms of the defender. That makes it 2-0, 25-12, the score of that second frame. RFA takes the third set, 25-15. They win it 3-0, advancing to the Class A semis. 18-1 on the year. They get the winners of Whitesboro and CBA, who play tomorrow.
Yeah, RFA looking to keep that Section 3 Class A crown. That'll take us to the first intermission on Sports Express. Still to come, this week's featured athlete of the week.
And coming up, we're going to take you out to Clinton, where the boys and girls basketball teams were ballin' for a cure.
If you want to join the conversation, use hashtag SportsExpress. This is Sports Express. Brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, and Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig Insurance.
Welcome back aboard the Express. We're transitioning over to high school hoops now, and it was a very special night over in Clinton tonight.
That's right. The Comets boys and girls teams were both hosting Adirondack on the third annual Ballin' for a Cure night to benefit cancer research, starting with the boys. Yeah, both teams wearing purple in warm-ups tonight to honor Coach Castanino and support the fight against pancreatic cancer. We picked this up in the third. Clinton in the transition. Ryder Stills finds Anthony Taylor. Taylor sinks the three and gives them a 1-point lead. Stills was a maestro on the court with his passes tonight. This time he goes to Max Schaefer, knocks down this one from deep. Comets up 36-30. The threes just kept falling for Clinton in the third. Alex Herman from downtown joins the three-point party as Clinton. The lead grows to 10 here, and then when it rains, it pours. Jonah Palmer sets up in the corner, and Automatic with a hand in the face. Comets on fire from deep, making over 5 in the quarter. Heading into the fourth with a 16-point lead. Clinton holds on in the fourth, winning 59-55 in the biggest game of their season so far. Here's what head coach Mike Haydick had to say about the night.
You know, if I wasn't so dehydrated, I probably would have lost a couple more tears today. It means the absolute world to us. I mean, basketball is first in a lot of things, but, you know, today it's just a little bit more. It's about the community. I was born and raised here. My parents lived here my whole life. I played basketball here. I graduated in 2013. Seeing this gym packed, seeing it in purple, knowing we're raising a ton of money for a great cause out here just brings tears to my eyes and joy to my heart.
It meant a lot to us. You know, our coach passed away from pancreatic cancer, and, you know, we devoted all of this for him. Last year we had the same thing. We won. We're feeling good. So, you know, everything here is for him. The crowd, the shirts, everything purple, you know, it's all for him, and we're really appreciative of him.
The community showdown, and there were 40 gift basket raffles. They are still counting the donations, but they're estimating around a couple $1,000. Awesome job.
Awesome job in those jerseys. Absolutely incredible. Meanwhile, the girls teams going at it right afterwards. Clinton, Adirondack, opening minute. Comets, Alice Gaetano sinks the mid-range from the elbow to give the Comets their first points. 2 minutes later, Comets setting up their offense. Charlotte Gale gets it from Gaetano to the other elbow now. Now, Adirondack is looking at, no, excuse me, this is actually Gaetano right here. Yeah, sinks it. She's found her stroke early. Clinton up 6-0. Adirondack now looking to get on the board. Brianna Paschke in the corner, and she makes the corner three. Wildcats cut the lead to 4 after the bucket. End of the first now. Both teams fighting for possession. And check this out. Devin Roy is going to keep it for Clinton. And Gale finds Gaetano again, and she is money from mid-range, folks. Comets end the first with a 16-8 lead. They'd go on to lead it the rest of the way as well, winning 52-42 to round out a very special Ballin' for a Cure night in Clinton.
And back to boys basketball. A rivalry renewed between Oneida and VBS. First Express possession. The give inside to Austin DeGroat. He hits the runner in the lane for the 2-0 edge. The other way, Red Devils on the break, but DeGroat from out of nowhere says, get that out of here. Ball, though, does stay with VVS. They go inside to Cormac Sherwood, and sure thing for Sherwood. They go up 5-2. Later, Sherwood driving right side, aggressive take to the glass, and one hits the free throw. It's 11-7 VVS. Then more from Sherwood. This time showing the skills with a left-handed finish, pushes the lead to 6, just under 5 to go in the quarter. Later, Dylan Donegan running the break, spots DeGaragan Paradis. The athletic floater finish, count it, and one. Then more from the big man. He's got 2 tickets to Paradis. Follows his own miss. VVS up 20-12. The Red Devils go on to take it 75-53. Paradis with 25 to grow. Did have 28 for the Express.
VVS adding money tonight from the floor, huh? Athlete of the Week coming your way next.
For final scores and video highlights from tonight's games, log on to WKTV.com. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week, brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, and Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig Insurance.
Welcome back to Sports Express. Our first Athlete of the Week of the month of February. Could pretty much have been Athlete of the Week each and every week, if we're going to be honest, this season.
Yeah, the reigning and defending Class B New York State girls basketball champs Notre Dame. They're looking to their veteran junior, Ella Trinkus, to help lead the team this season. The team has been a bit of a different look to it, with last year's seniors, including Ella's older sister Maggie, handing over the reins to 5 juniors. Ella Trinkus, along with her sister Erin, and two of those juniors. Ella was voted the Player of the Year in Class B girls basketball after last season. She wouldn't mind adding an honor for Class A now that the team has moved up a class. The junior is a walking double-double, averaging 24.5 points per game and 16 rebounds per game. The Jugglers are currently atop Class A at 14-3, and several opponents now know to key in on her, making her eye-popping stats all the more impressive. She knows her team is looking to help her, in part to help her lead to another potential postseason run.
She's a leader by example first, but her voice is getting louder, and certainly the whole team looks to her.
More people are looking up towards me, so I'm definitely going to try to be more vocal. Also show by example during games, if it's hustling or rebounding. Good body language, just picking each other up.
Yeah, you catch yourself and pinch yourself a little bit, especially as a coach, and say, wow, she's only a junior, you know, she's been here forever, and I'm sure other coaches feel like she's been here forever. You know, it's just that maturity. She's getting a little bit physically more strong, you know, as she's gotten older, and that certainly helps her to take the type of attention that she's getting. She's able to deal with that a little bit better. So if you're just looking at stats and you say, oh, she's having another great season, but if you come and watch us play, what she has to go through on a night-by-night basis, we've had teams put 2 players on her and 3 on the rest of the team at times. You know, she's getting a lot of attention.
Throughout the spring and summer, playing AAU and stuff, it's definitely helped me get stronger, playing against really good teams and players throughout the country, just helping me grow and develop as a player.
She never stops working, never stops moving, always cutting, and, you know, trying to find something good for herself and others. You know, she's also a very unselfish player still.
Yeah, she is something else. She's been a force on Notre Dame for really since she's been in 8th grade. Incredible to see.
And she's only a junior,
yeah,
too.
Still got another year. That Notre Dame team is going to be good for in the next few years. That's it for us, folks. We'll see you back here next Friday night for another edition of Sports Express.
You've been watching Sports Express.